You don't need $1 million factory to make a professional soccer jersey. I'm gonna show you how to make one from scratch using 3 printing methods right here in my shop. Come on. What's up guys, my name is Ismael from myloprints, a former professional soccer player. I'm just kidding, I only made it to the Sunday League. But today, I'm gonna show you how to make a full soccer jersey using 3 printing methods. Screen printing transfers, and DTF, all in one shirt. And we're gonna test each method to see which one's better. And then we're gonna talk numbers, so make sure to stick around to the end. Here's everything you're gonna need for this build. First, a blank 100% polyester jersey. I'm using the C2 Sport 5100, one of the most affordable t-shirts in the market. Second, back numbers. These are pre-made screen printing transfers. Third, DTF transfers. I got my own DTF printer, so I'll show you the process too. You're also gonna need a heat press, doesn't have to be a fancy one, and of course, a basic screen printing setup. Press, screen, squeegee, ink. You don't need the most expensive equipment, just the right technique. And if you guys like the video, I'll show you exactly where I get all my materials from. I'm still gonna show you, but it'll mean a lot to me. Alright, so this is a reference t-shirt. Beautiful, right? We're gonna make everything a little bigger. We're gonna use different fonts. And we're gonna make sure that everything's nice and center, because it looks off center. And just to make my job easier, they sent me this design. It's crop, low res, and it's very, very blurry. Fantastic. Anyways, challenge accepted. Let's go vectorize that image and build a clean mock-up for that jersey. Come on. The only problem with screen printing on polyester jerseys, dye migration. That's when the color of the garment bleeds in through the ink, causing discoloration. Like this one. This was supposed to be orange, and it's like a dark black orange. And with polyester, that's a guarantee. Unless you use the right tools and the right technique, that means you're gonna need a dye blocker or low cure ink. Heat is the main trigger for migration, so the less heat you use, the better. If you guys want me to dive deeper in this topic, let me know in the comments. Now, why am I screen printing if I could have done all this with DTF? Well, I'm a screen printer at heart, so this is always my first choice. Plus, the client originally only wanted the back print. Then last minute, he threw in the front logo. Either way, it's not a big deal to me. But honestly, for production, I still feel like screen printing is a lot faster. You load the shirt, you pull the ink, and you're done. On top of that, the print holds better long term, which matters because these soccer jerseys get beat up a lot. Alright, let me show you how to do one shirt step by step. We start by preheating the jersey. This helps knock out some of the excess moisture and even a little dye. Then we give it a pass with our poly ink. After that, we send it under the flash, a very low flash. Next, we add another layer of white ink. And our final step, we cure it under the flash dryer for a couple seconds. And that's it. Easy peasy. When it comes to adding numbers on the back of jerseys, screen printing transfers are hands down one of the best ways to go. I used to use vinyl, and don't get me wrong, I still like vinyl, but it's not my first option anymore. With vinyl, all that weeding took forever, and honestly, it was like 5 times more expensive for me. Now, I just order my transfers from 613 Originals, and it saves me a ton of time. Application is super simple. Set your heat press to 325 Fahrenheit. Press it for 7 seconds, then peel. After that, I repress it for another 7 seconds with parchment paper, just to lock it in. That's it. No weeding, no extra labor, just a clean professional finish every time. I'll be honest, I used to be skeptical about DTF, but now The process has gotten so good that I actually do it myself. And it's a total game changer for small runs and last minute orders. DTF shines when you're dealing with multiple colors or jobs that need to be done quick. For example, this order right here, I got just a couple hours to finish these jerseys, and DTF makes it possible. This is my X2 apparel printer. With a click of a button, it prints, cuts, and cures the transfer all in one process. Super efficient, no extra steps. Having equipment like this in your shop can really change the game. But if you don't have one yet, or can afford one right now, no worries. There are plenty of websites where you can order your DTF transfers and get the same results shipped to you. I'll drop some links later, but for now, I gotta finish these jerseys today. Actually, in just a couple hours. I've been playing soccer my whole entire life, and I have worn hundreds of different jerseys. Originals, replicas, even blanks. And the cool thing is, the same process I showed you works on every jersey. These t-shirts that we printed on today are just basic blanks, but you can apply the exact same steps, screen printing, DTF, screen printing transfers, to other brands and styles. For example, I get most of my blanks from S&S Activewear. They also carry options like Adidas, Under Armour, and more. If you want something even more unique, you can go through Adidas or Nike wholesales, where they offer different types of blanks and cuts. At the end of the day, all you're really doing is adding a number, a name, and a logo. The process doesn't change. For example, my daughter plays for a club here in Chicago called Chicago City. And that's exactly what they do. They buy 2 to 3 different styles of blank jerseys, then customize them to fit their team's need. It's simple, cost effective, and professional. Alright, let's settle this once and for all. What's the best method to print on a soccer jersey? Because if you ask 10 printers, you'll probably get 10 different answers. Let's start with the front hits, like the left chest logo. Nothing beats embroidery patches. They look the most professional, hands down. The only downside, they're not the cheapest. So for your regular Sunday league team, this probably isn't their first choice. Second option is sublimation. Honestly, it feels amazing and it lasts forever. It won't fade, crack, or peel. But fully custom sublimation jerseys are not cheap either. What most teams do is buy a sublimated blank, then just add their name and number on top, like I showed you today. Third, and my personal favorite, is screen printing. In my opinion, it's the most affordable, and if done correctly, it lasts the longest. I made this jersey 4 years ago, and look, still solid. Fourth, we got DTF. Super easy to apply, looks good, feels good, and is perfect for last minute or small runs. And last is vinyl. Great for beginners or simple designs. It's not my first choice anymore, but it's an awesome way to get started. At the end of the day, every method has its place. Each one has a purpose for different projects, whether it's durability, cost, or speed. The real skill is knowing when to use each one. And that's what makes your jersey look like they belong on the field. Alright, let's talk about the back print, names and numbers, because this is where a lot of people get it wrong. I'm gonna keep this one simple. When it comes to custom names or numbers, your best options are DTF or vinyl. Unless of course all the shirts have the same name, then I'll recommend screen printing. It just wouldn't make sense to burn a screen for every single name. Now, for numbers in the back, DTF and vinyl both work, but my go-to is screen printing transfer, and here's why. First, they're cheap, usually around 15 to 20 cents per number. Second, they come prepped and ready. All you do is press and peel. Third, and most importantly, they stay smooth. With cheap vinyl or low quality DTF, you wash the jersey and the number wrinkles up. Not a fan of that. That's why I stick to screen printing transfers. They feel cleaner and smoother. Even though they don't last the absolute longest, they look great while they do. Now, if you want the longest lasting option, there's a type of vinyl, I believe it's called thermal film or thermal sport HTV. It's what they use on professional soccer jerseys. It's super durable, but it's a little bit more pricier. The cool thing about all of this is that you don't need a professional or a giant factory to make a legit soccer jersey. With a little bit of passion, the right tools, and creativity, oof, you can go so far. I'll drop links below for everything that I use in this video. If you guys want to learn how to screen print or want to screen print, I'll recommend checking out Screen Print Direct. They have everything you need to start right away. For screen printing transfers, I recommend 613 Originals. They got different colors and sizes. I personally like going with 8-inch numbers, but you can go smaller or bigger depending on the jersey style you're working with. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope this video inspired you to try it yourself. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you found this video helpful. And always, God bless you all.